Oh, goodness. I got called into the doctor to see if I can get in. I doubt it, but at least he called me in something. Uh, he said he'd been shut down for 5 days. That's what the recording said, and they're booked, so who knows. But maybe he'll call me something in. I talked to the answering service. You know, everybody's got an answering service nowadays. I've been making jewelry again. My box I had them all in fell apart. I cracked one of the stones or chipped it and broke one of them. So I decided I'd put them in separate containers. I don't think you're supposed to put stones on top of stones. Harder stones break the softer stones. Whatever. That's the way I look at it. See, cabochons is the ones that ain't got no holes in them. The other ones, if they got a hole in it, it's a bead. That's the name how to describe that. I learned that too. I'm learning day by day. Hope that doctor calls. He probably will about 9 o'clock. I think that's what time they're off. So, I don't know. Just ain't been feeling good. Might as well go get checked out. Give me. Gotta finish them dishes up. I got a pile of them. Gotta get to the store one of these days. Gotta. That's what the old saying is. Gotta. I watched an auction last night on stones. Some of them cabochons, that's ones that, like this, they got a hole in it. $75 was the cheapest one. And it was chipped. I said, man, the quartzite a little bit cheaper. Not much, but a little bit. Depending on which one you wanted. Now it makes me think I shouldn't have gave away a bunch of jewelry. I should have kept it all, chopped it all up. I made 4 or 5 necklaces, a couple of pairs of earrings. I'm in the process of making me a leather bracelet. Braided leather. Let's see how that's going to work. I'm trying to figure out how to attach it. Fastener. I'll figure it out. I don't want to snap. Most people go down to the Wally World and buy them snaps that you snap it together and sew a snap in there. I don't think I want to do that. Oh, they got a machine however they attach that snap. I think some of them's like a hole puncher or whatever. I think I'll do some kind of hook or something like that. Just one thing after another. I wonder if I see no correct. Whoa! You fell over, people. You're supposed to stand up straight. I'm the one that's supposed to be falling over. But I got a bunch of odds and ends to do. Got my front door fixed. Let's see what else I did. It's a little bit of odds and ends, all I did. I'm hoping this weather warms up. I can't breathe in that cold air. I've got, let's see how many hours I got. I slept 8 hours and 22 minutes. So I slept long enough. Probably too much for me. I just like I said, I've been braiding leather and making these. What else I've been doing? That's about it. I ain't been getting up out of this chair much. My box fell apart. I had all the jewels in a wooden box. So I put it in a salad, one of them punch bowls. That's what I poured them all in there. Then I found out you're supposed to store stones in a pile. You're supposed to separate them in separate containers. So I took out some of the ones I really liked and put them in separate containers. Still got a bowl full of them. I watched an auction last night. I think I said it already, but I'm sure. And the cheapest cabochon went for $75, and it was chipped. I thought, damn. I paid around $50 for mine a piece. They wasn't chipped either. Like I said, I'm just thinking what I gotta do today. Dooley ain't gonna get out of this house unless I go to the doctor, and I doubt he'll get me in today. I got an appointment in 3 days, but I'll be so damn sick in 3 days I won't be able to come back. And who the hell would want to? And that's the way life is, huh? Gotta remember. Oh. You know, this leather don't hurt my neck like a chain would, though. It's soft leather, deer hide. These old stones are heavy, though. I set off for some more silver wire. I want to buy some big spools of it. Better get ready to empty your wallet when you do that, though. I'm starting off small. I watched the boy at that auction that guy made, I guess, around... He was only, the time I watched him, he probably made $6,000, $7,000, and I didn't watch him about, I don't know, half hour or longer, maybe. He's making some money. Selling them stones. He sold a bunch of stuff. He was making cabochons and selling them, and let's see, he braided copper bracelets. He was selling them. Just all kinds of stuff he was selling. But and then all kinds of beads he was selling. He was pretty good. I don't buy nothing online unless I order it from a company. I don't go on them online auctions. I ain't too far into that crap. I like to just look through a catalog and order my stuff. Just sitting there relaxing. I hope everybody else had a nice Christmas. I had a great one. If I knew how to load a picture up, I'd show you. My neighbors, they brought me a great big platter of cookies, like I really needed them. I'm going to give them their platter back, and I put the cookies in a plastic bag, Ziploc bag, keep them fresh. They had it all covered with aluminum foil. Told me Merry Christmas. They seen me outside working. I did go outside and get my solar fixed, because I had it all unplugged. I had to rewire it, restring it, and because I got solar now on both sides. Let's see, I got 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 panels up. Count my fingers now, I don't feel good. I got 15 little old panels up, Harbor Freight stuff. That should give me enough power. I need another marine battery. I'm going to put one of them in. And that should give me enough refrigerator time, especially if I have tight sunny days. One thing about a Harbor Freight panel, it'll work on low light. Now, some of your bigger panels, you know, your 300 waters and your fancy panels, they won't work under low light, you know. But old Harbor Freight might be cheap, but the little suckers will work on low light. I mean, hell, they'll work off a light bulb. You park under a damn street light and the damn thing will pull energy. Now, that's something. Your big paddles won't do that. Of course, like I said, if I break one of them, I still got, I don't know how many boxes. I got 37 boxes of them. Just to replace them. 37 times, that's 3 or 4. Some of them's got 4 paddles in them. But even at 3, 37 paddles. 37 times 3, that's how many paddles I got. I bought a bunch of them. The old boy selling out. He had them in a warehouse. He was switching over to the big paddles. I only paid $50 a box. So you normally about $189 a box. I paid $50 a box for them. Right across the bargain, you better buy it. That's what my mom, dad used to say. It's like a horse trader. He said, if you find a good horse, hurry up and buy it, because somebody else will come and buy it out from under you. Boy, they used to have big gatherings, and they'd do some horse trading and mule trading. Dad bought them one time. I'll tell you the story. He bought a bunch of Clydesdale mules. These mixed Clydesdales, huge suckers. I mean, they stood 17, 18 high. Hands. And this is a hand, the space between here and here. That's a hand, not your thumb, just your hand. That's hand high, 17 of them. That's pretty good high. 17, 18 hands high. Anyway, them big old Clydesdales, mules, they hated him. Us kids could crawl all over them. I mean, just like those big puppies. And they wouldn't do nothing. They'd stand there. Of course, we'd bring them carrots and apples, and hell, we loved playing with them. We was just little kids. Hell, I was probably 4 years old. And I could you could hang on to their leg, and they'd just stand there. Even if they wanted to move, they'd just stand there. Anyway, one time Dad went to the barn. He was going to saddle them up, or harness them up. Not saddle, but harness them up. And pull some stumps out or some shit. I don't know what it is in his mind. And they pinned his little butt against it, because my dad just only weighed 137 pounds. He wasn't but 5'5" or 6". He's a short man, little bitty guy. That's how the Swedes were. But anyway, they pinned him against the barn, about squeezed him to death. He had to take out his pocket knife and stab her in the side. Of course, he'd poke her, but she moved, and he got out free, and he wouldn't go back in the barn with her no more. I said, well, first damn thing, you can't get between the mule and the damn side of the barn. Especially if you've been mean to them. They get even with you. Damn mule ain't like a horse. They carry a grudge. Dad wasn't good with stock anyway. He never was. Us kids did it. My mom, she was excellent with stock. Being a gypsy, she was. Horse stock was in their bloodline. They know how to tend to the horses and stuff. She taught us kids how to. I'm probably the only one around here who can drive a 6 or 8 up. You call a female mule a Jenny, and a male mule a Jack. That helps, Jenny. I miss them days sometimes. I'm too old to get out and feed stock anymore. Got these damn dogs. They tell me they're out of dog food. I've got to change their poopy pads today. I got to buy a box of them too. I got to do a bunch of stuff, and I don't feel good. My sister said she'd come stay with me a couple of days. I said, no, Baldy. I said, if I got something bad, I don't want you to catch it too. She said, I just think you're just being overstressed. You know, you need to slow down. You're getting old. Blah, blah, blah. Go ahead. Listen to her preach for 2.5 hours. She said, I'll come and stay. I said, hell, I can't eat your cooking. You can't cook worth shit. She said, no, you can cook. She can't cook. Oh, she can open a can of soup or something, but that's about it. She always scorches her beans. I told her, I said, Bonnie, I don't like your beans. You always scorch them. I said, I showed you how to cook them in a crock pot and they don't get scorched. She put them on the stove and boiled them till the damn water ran out of them. She's raised 4 kids, so they eat her cooking. Her biggest problem is hurry up and get it done because she hated cooking. The twins, my grandmother, God bless her old heart, my grandmother could cook now. And my Aunt Belle was the best cook I ever knew. My mother wasn't a bad cook, but my Aunt Belle was the best cook I ever met in my life. But my grandmother would have run a good second, let me tell you. But anyway, Grandma learned one of the twins how to sew and knit and darn and all the other bullshit you did. Well, that was Bonnie. Bonnie can make a hellacious quilt now. She can crochet, she can knit, she can darn something else. I never did figure out how that worked. But she made quilts and stuff. And the Tiny was the little one, and she learned her how to cook. Tiny could cook pretty damn good. Bonnie couldn't cook, and Tiny couldn't sew. That's for damn sure. Tiny couldn't even sew a damn button on. But that's what she learned them. I said, well, why, to myself, I thought to myself, well, why the hell you didn't learn them both things? I guess Grandma, when she was alive, she said, person has certain patience. And sometimes they're tempered for certain things. That's what Grandma used to say. Little bitty tiny woman. Of course, that was Dad's mother, so Dad wasn't very damn big anyway. But old Grandma, she wasn't but about 4'11" tall. Well, she's about the size of my wife. My wife was 4'11". Grandma was too. She was a little short woman. She crossed the Arkansas River by herself with 3 babies. One was 4 years old, rode a riding horse. One was 2 years old, and one was, about a year old. She crossed the Arkansas River, built her own raft. She left. Her old man died. He was in the war, Civil War. I thought I told that story once upon a time, but anyway. She crossed the Arkansas River with, I think, 8 milk cows, a head of oxen, and a bull, and a riding horse. And the little boy that was 3 or 4 years old was riding the old David, my Uncle David. He was riding the riding horse, bringing up the rear. Now, who the hell would put a 4-year-old kid on a riding horse to bring up the rear, crossing the Mile River, the Arkansas River? I guess if you have to, you have to. She was quite a woman. She never married again. She married when she, I don't know, 16, 17 years old. He died when she was 21. She never married. Never again. She stayed a widow the day she died. That was 118. So basically, she was a widow all of her life. She believed in the old ways, is what she used to say. I stayed with her when I was off and on, growing up, I guess. Wasn't but a young kid, but I remember a lot of things she did. I stayed with her because my dad was always mean to me. It was easier to stay with her than hell, they all lived in the same damn courtyard, or whatever the hell you want to call it. I was getting her wood and stuff like that for her. She died in 66 or 67, I think. I can't remember back. She was quite a person. And Aunt Belle's wanting to save me from the street. That's a whole story within itself. Big old large woman. And that was my mother's sister. The gypsies are big boned people, big stock people. I got some uncles that weigh about 240, 6'4", 6'6", big men. I'm 6 foot. That's wrong. But they big men. They had all way of life. Old ways have changed. They're dying out. I hate to say this. I was talking to my daughter last night. She's worried and concerned. She's quarantined because of the COVID. And her daughters are too, and all them side of grandkids and great-grandkids and all that shit's of course. They had a big party at Christmas, and I guess one of them got COVID, and I guess all of them got quarantined. She said, well, Dad, I can't come. I'm afraid if I got it, I'll give it to you. If you're sick, you don't need to be around it anyway. Blah, 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 blah. And then Chris moved to Texas, I think. I think it's where Texas. Texan. My throat, neck itches. But anyway, I guess I've been talking way too damn long. I need to have a hangout and just tell my whole life story. Trolls will just love that shit. Well, it tells me it's time to go. The damn thing fell over. Big old rocks. Just a rock. I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do with that big diamond. It ain't worth shit. It's got a crack in the center or whatever, a flaw. But it's a diamond. No boy, I bought it off of when I bought it at that house where they had my stuff. He said, well, we can get it cut for you. I said, well, hell, that'd just be like any other damn diamond to me. If you cut a diamond, it's just a damn diamond. Hell, ain't nothing. Uncut stones are pretty to me. He said, well, what else did he say? If you leave it with us a couple of weeks, we might get a hole in it or something. You know. I said, well, I'll just attach it like a cabochon. It's like this is attached. I'm going to do it in gold. I've got some gold, pure gold, 10-karat gold. Some wire. It's solid 10-karat. It ain't that sealed shit or whatever the hell they call that shit. I bought a bunch of that shit too. But anyway, it's pure gold. Well, not pure gold, it's 10-karat. You can't work with a 14 or 24. It's really soft. I've got some, but it's real soft. Real soft. I got some gold coins too. Move my hand. I could braid them into something. You don't want to punch a hole in them and ruin some. I got some $5 gold pieces, $10 gold pieces. I used to have a $20 gold piece. I don't know what happened to it. Hell, the kids probably took it. Hell, I don't know. They took all the coin collection. Hell, I gave it to them. They didn't have to ask. I was less responsible for shit. I didn't care. But I'm going to have to start caring, I guess. I need to get out the cemetery. I haven't been out there in months. That's what I need to do. I need to do a lot of damn shit. I'm getting too damn old to do anything. I think I'll have a hangout tonight. Let's see how many people show up. I might do some paint. Might do a lot of damn shit if I feel better. I gotta take my sister. Much shit I bought her. That's what I gotta do. Gotta. Who knows nowadays? Talk to you guys later. I better hang up. But remember, if you're sick, go to a doctor. Don't heal your damn self. Like the Bible says, physician, heal thyself. He's talking about, I guess, his spirit, his moral character, or something besides his body. He's talking about his inner workings. At least that's the way I took it. Talk to you guys later. How many people would like to see me make some stuff on a hangout, like a wrap some jewelry or something? One of these days, hell, that'd be a pretty good business if I had a shop, like a Etsy shop or something. I don't know how to get that shit started. But hell, after you make it, what the hell you gonna do with it? I'm gonna wear one piece at a time. I need to make some delicate stuff that women would wear. They ain't gonna wear no leather around her neck and a rock hanging off of it. They might wear some spun gold. You know what? They used to, back during the Roman days, they used to wear hairnets. Now, believe that shit? Because all of them wear wigs back in days. But they wore hairnets with stones in them. Real precious stones. You know, when the wire crossed or whatever, they'd put a stone. And they'd wear them hairnets around, like around their bun or around, I could make something like that the women could wear in their hair. Yeah. I thought about that. Hell, I should make some damn masks with jewels in it. Diamond-crusted COVID-19 mask. There you go. Crazy ass shit, people. I'll talk to you guys later. Have a great one. And remember, take care of yourself so you can take care of others. Bye-bye.